Welcome back. Well, kind of. This year we've started out pretty strong, and by strong I mean traveling non-stop. I've been on the road for the past 8 weeks or so, but starting this year we did something a little different. We wanted to focus on the people and the communities that have been making DB the brand it is, and a big part of that is stores. With these stores, it's not necessarily just about selling more, it's trying to grow with these brands and build up the culture and influence from the ground up. A while ago, Dan, the owner of Baskèts, kept saying that he wanted to do a trip with DB, and so when the Hoxton came to DB and kind of said, hey, we have a cool chalet pop-up dealio in the French Alps, is there anything you want to do? This was the perfect chance for us to be like, okay, cool. We have Dan from Baskèts, we have Hoxton, let's throw in Rolph from Calico Club and do a little trip. And just be on the lookout for all the new episodes with profiles. Full pant flip?
Janet, zou ik kiezen?
Because we kind of have a lot this year.
Opened up in 2012 already, so a long time ago.
Put it Baskèts because I was searching for a name, and back in the day we were mainly selling sneakers. So I typed in on Google, I typed in sneaker, and then I clicked French, and then it actually became Baskèts. So I kind of always mirrored it a little bit to myself, to be what I would like as a consumer, but also what my inspiration or hobbies are. Our mission is to fly the young professional guy and girl a bit with everything that he wants in life, and that I think you're on a certain point in your life that you want to upgrade stuff. Well, let us be the upgrader. Well, I'm pretty happy with it. And there's a bit of everything in this street. You have like bakery, butchery, but also have a good coffee. I think it's a bit of Little Amsterdam, actually, this street. There's almost everything you want is on this street. So maybe you have to ask Rolph if you can find a place like that in Venlo. Think not.
Yeah, Amsterdam. People often ask what city do you want to live, and for me, my first pick would always be Amsterdam. But the plus sides need to compete with the rain and cold all the time. The thing is, what I really like Amsterdam is that it's super international for such a small city. We also notice it with buying international brands that they take Amsterdam really seriously. I think that's also why a lot of things mingle here. It's all close by. Also, what I like about Amsterdam is that it's romantic and rough and tough at the same time. For my side, for my interests and my way of doing business, I think it's almost mandatory to live here in Amsterdam. Sorry, Rolph. Yeah, let's be honest, everything happens in Amsterdam, right? So that's why he has to come up. Let's say he has to drive more up, then I have to go down.
I wouldn't say that it's easier to open a shop in a big city. We open up a store just completely in the middle of nowhere in Nistelrode, so it challenges us a lot because there are coming a lot of people outside of those key cities to here to shop and to get inspired. That's something which I'm really proud of. So what we did is we opened up this fantastic store right here on the corner of the street, and within 1.5 years we created a fantastic community of people, and right now we really have a base to create something bigger and to grow, and that's amazing. Yeah. So I have an extreme crush for sunglasses. I buy them a lot. This is one of my newest ones. And it's, as you can see, not very sunny, but I just love them as a fashion statement. So let's go. Goedemorgen. Opened it in October 2022. It's a 150 years old farmhouse, which we completely renewed with an architect which is based in Mexico City. We were nominated by Frame Magazine for Best Store of the Year. So I'm super proud of what we did right here. And This material. Why did we name it Calico Club? Well, Calico Jack was the first name. We named it after a pirate simply because back in 2013, we thought that we were pirates as well. Think pirates in fashion. One of our main objectives with this store is to inspire people. And that's always what I have in mind. We really want to inspire, we really want to add something for them. But the most important thing is that people feel the tension when they're here to buy something which is special. And I think that's really important because why should you drive to a place which is in the middle of nowhere if you don't feel any inspiration? I think that's one of our biggest tasks.
I'm here with Rolph, good friend of mine. It's always good to talk with him about everything which is going on in the business.
My relationship with Daan is a special one. We met each other for a long time ago as two young entrepreneurs, retailers.
There's different generations in retailers, right? And I think we started almost at the same time, and I think we're quite like-minded. And from that perspective, we became friends real quick. And
I think we learned a lot from each other. We chatted a lot with each other about the business, about our struggle, about what's going on in the market. And yeah, we have a super transparent relationship in sharing our thoughts about the market.
I think the vision of doing retail is quite the same. I think the same goes with friends, you know. I think if you're like-minded about something, it accelerates in how much things you discuss about business, but also about strategy and about network. And sometimes it's just a lot of fun to talk with somebody who understands exactly what you're doing.
Okay, pizza margarita, let's go. Oh! Frustration all around.
You know what it is? Daan thinks he can ski, but it looks like an elephant.
Fuck you, you look like a llama. You have the same colors like a llama. You can carry my shit.
And that's the whole thing. I think Daan said to DB Luggage, take Rolph, because then I can say all day how big his fuck up is and douchey is. Daan has a bit of that Amsterdam arrogance, and they invited me just to make it a bit more sympathetic.
In other words, he will make us laugh by his skills.
Yeah, just good to know my skill set isn't that good at all.
Pizza margarita.
I think the biggest challenge is to be aligned with each other, be aligned with your partners, and obviously be aligned with people where you're working with every day.
Back in the day, the market was less transparent or less open for brands, but also for consumers. So when you were exclusive, you had the brand yourself. So if you were the go-to place for that brand, you want to keep that business for yourself. Yeah, you don't see a lot of things as competition directly, and I think that's a beautiful thing now, because then you can actually work together and learn from each other and advise each other on the right way without like, oh, maybe that business is improving because I'm telling him this or whatever. I think it's outdated.
Don't stop.
Tell a good story with that specific brand. I think that's something which me and Rolph both do frequently, which really helps our concept.
First of all, it's about shared passion. If you have a shared passion, it's always a triumph.
Where we are really like-minded in is doing projects with brands.
Well, we're stronger together because I think we have the same vision when it comes to partnership and how can be relevant in a changing market, and we can be important.
Is find ways to do creative stuff with brands where actually the brand benefits, we benefit, and the consumer benefits, right? So it's about storytelling, giving more depth to a product.
For me, collaborating and working together and strive to a sort of synergy with people is something great.
Retailers are the best influencers you can get as a brand.
Sure. 2024! Calico Club store, motherfuckers!
Well, I think small stores have a function. We're community builders in a way, you know? I think big retailers are really jealous about the connection we have with our customers.
Yeah, I think people will appreciate like smaller retailers also because I do believe that you have to be of some sort of importance for the brands you sell or be a brand yourself. I believe that you have to be relevant for an end consumer in any way. If you do so, you're probably successful, and if you don't, you're probably not relevant. I think there's still a lot of retailers say, hey, listen, I'm important for the brand just because I sell the brand. I mean, I think that's history, right? I think if you think that, then make your own brand and sell that. If you're so confident about people coming in your store and buying what you think is good, I mean, why would you sell another brand, right?
And I think it's really difficult for big stores, big retailers to do that simply because they don't really have the connection in that way. It's more transaction based. From there on, I think we're super relevant nowadays.
And for us, I think the future is the combination of it all.
It's happening. I think that people want to feel real energy. They don't want to feel a discount code online. They want to look people in the face and say, well, this jacket is worth it to buy it at your place. And when there's something wrong, I can come to you. It's just not sustainable to only receive a package